Let's build a micro home in The Sims 4 with only adventure awaits and base game. If you don't know what a micro home is, it is a feature that comes with the Tiny Living stuff pack, and you can have a micro, tiny, or small home that give you different bonuses. Obviously, the first thing that we're gonna do is we are setting this to be a micro home. So we have 32 tiles to work with, and it's adventure awaits, so obviously it's gonna be a cabin, and in my experience, cabins are usually a rectangle. So we're just gonna start with a rectangle. So that's 32 tiles. This is 32 tiles for our rectangle cabin. Now, the only thing is, I kind of want to have a porch for our cabin. It's gonna take some of our tiles, but we have a lot of ability to do things outdoors now with this pack. So I think we can make it work and have space for everything on the lot and still have a porch. So I think we'll make a 2-tile wide porch. Like that. It looks a little funny, but I think it'll be really nice. So our roof is going to be really simple. It's just the regular gabled roof, and I used the shift key to extend the eaves to bring it out there. And then we're going to start by grabbing our columns, and obviously we're going to use these ones. I don't know if that's the color we're going to use. I like this like dark brown, and they're a little bit further out, so we're going to bring this out a little bit more. And then we're actually going to grab spandrels in the same swatch like that. And then I kind of like the idea of having more columns, but I think that doesn't look right because it's not wide enough, because I would ideally like to have 4 and have like 2 more like not centered, but like ideally I'd like to have like 2 more columns, but that's just not going to work with this space. Like I would want it to be like this, which I mean, we could still do. Let me see. I mean, that's not terrible. The spandrel's a little goofy. I think we'll keep it like this. I think this is what we'll do. And then we'll go with the new foundation as well, because in my experience at summer camp, the foundation, like it's all like just elevated like this. There's no like other foundation. And then of course we need our siding, our wood siding for this. That's looking like a cabin to me. You can get a metal roof. I like the black. I think the black is good. We'll get the trim to go with it. All of this trim doesn't really definitely match the metal roof, but I think that's okay. And there is our floor for our patio, our porch. It's not a patio. And then our stairs. And then I think we should add railings. Okay, that's cute. That's really cute. This is looking pretty good so far. We have this really tall door, or I could go for this slightly shorter one. I don't like that as much. Oh, I like this one. There we go. And then we'll get some windows to match. That's so cute. Okay, I'm a big fan of that. And I don't think I want to keep it on this specific part of the lawn, like in the yard. I kind of want to move it maybe to the side, and then we can have lots of like stuff going on with the landscaping, which unfortunately is only in debug. We didn't get any landscaping with the new pack, like no like just like actual landscaping and just debug, which is honestly really unfortunate. We should definitely have some kayaks out here. Oh, we should definitely add some archery. That's one of the new fun activities you can do in this pack. You also have the butterfly and moth habitat. And we don't have a lot of space for like an actual jungle gym, but we will put some swings over here. All right, so now we need to, before we can like really finish the landscaping like layout of our yard, we need to get our fire pit as well. I think this is going to be our main form of cooking, because your Sims can now cook like a lot of stuff on the fire. And I don't even think, I might even get like an outhouse. Like I don't even think we're going to have a bathroom in the cabin, because we now have this wooden throne, which is an outhouse from one of the like login rewards. It is technically base game. Not everyone's going to have it, but I think it's fine. For my purposes, this is fine. And we're just going to like tuck this in over here next to a bush. And that way we literally can just have sleeping in the cabin, because we'll have the bathroom out here and the campfire out here where they can cook. This is the kitchen. And then we have so much space that we can use. And we can make this like a house for a lot of people, or even it could be a cabin. Like it could be a cabin for like your Sims to actually rent. I like this layout so far. Let's do some terrain paint so we can kind of decide our pathway through here. So I think like the path to like get to the cabin is gonna be like this, and we'll layer on some of these pebbles just like that, and that'll be our little pathway. And then we'll have our campfire, I'd like kind of in that like milk right here. We'll put some of this like mulch underneath our swings, and I'm gonna darken it with some of like the actual like dirt as well. It's not so like bright and orange, because this mulch is kind of like almost orangey. But I don't want like too much pathway in terms of going to and from the little areas. So we're gonna make this pretty like light. I think we're gonna put gravel under here. I feel like that's a safety thing to have gravel underneath our fire pit area. I think that's a safety feature. What I would love to do is line this area with rocks, but I don't think I feel like doing that. Because I thought we had a base game rock outline or like one for this pack, but we don't. It's in other packs. So we're not going to do that. All right, so this is kind of where we're at right now with our landscaping and our terrain paint. It's kind of patchy in some areas. I kind of want to grab some of this as well, just to add in some like patchiness, because this grass, you know, it's probably, if it's, especially if it's like a rental, the grass is going to be in rough shape. People are always around here doing stuff, and it probably rains a lot and it gets muddy. So we're going to add some patchy grass in some places. And I think we're also going to grab some of the salted earth as well, because it's like really patchy in the surrounding neighborhood area. So we're also going to grab some of this. I also put a layer of this over top our main path because I thought it looks really nice. And we're also going to add a bit of a path to our outhouse over here. Nothing too much, but just like a little pathway, you know, that's something that's like worn down over the years. Okay, I think I like this. I think we just need a little bit of terrain paint to go under the last little bit that I just added in. I think this is nice. Not too much because like I just don't want to overcrowd it, but I think this is really cute. So let's go to the inside. So this is our inside. We obviously need some more windows, and these are the windows that we're using. So I'm gonna grab those. And I want them kind of evenly spaced. So I think we'll put one on either side like that. Like that is good. And then we can get beds. Maybe we should first get some lighting. But I kind of like the idea of our lighting being an all only from like these lamps and stuff. So maybe we won't get lighting yet. I also think we should, now that I'm thinking about it, we should get some like street lights for outside. Like a few of these little like woven basket lights. Yeah, just like that, just to illuminate it a little bit. So I'm thinking we'll have this prepared for like a family vacation. So maybe we'll have a bed for the parents, and then we'll have a bunk bed. We could also have our bunk bed with our bed, but that's only 3 Sims to live in here. Or like stay here, but we could put another bed right there, another single bed like that. I kind of like that. Is it like a little bit inconvenient, like it's a weird like layout, but you know what, I kind of like it. Although that makes it so that we can't have any sort of side table for our beds, which isn't the end of the world, but it would be nice to maybe have a side table. So we could do this. It does, however, block a window, but I don't think I'm really bothered by that. And I do think I want to maybe put one more window on the back, but that does look a little funny. So maybe we won't do that. In terms of bed colors, I like the blue. And that's the same bed frame, but different like bunk bed colors, or like bedspread colors for the different beds. And I think I like it. And then we have this chest that doubles as a side table. So we can put a lamp on there. That's really cute. And we probably should put a light outside on the cabin. So we'll do that. Yeah, it doesn't need to have a lot of light. Like, I don't think this is going to be a lot of light in this cabin. Let's get our walls and floors. So these are the walls that we have outside on the patio, so we'll just continue those inside. And then for our wall, I think this is the time to use this really cute wallpaper. Oh, I like that because it has like those blues that the beds have. I also like this one because it also brings in some like other colors, and I feel like it matches this bed a lot too. So I think we'll go with that one because I also like that it's the Bigfoot one. I think that's fun. And then we'll get a little rug. Maybe we'll get some sort of like seating in here maybe. Well, we'll also get some chairs to put outside. So maybe we'll use these. Maybe we'll use these as our outside chairs. I like the green. We'll get a dresser, that there. Or we could put it at the end of the bed over here. But I think I like this over here better. Ooh, we also have these fun shelves. You can put these above the bed. I wish this lantern had light to it. We also have this shelf with games on it. We also have these cubbies. Those are actually really cute. I don't know if these will make like a lot of sense in here, but it does make like a nice divider wall for the rest of the cabin, and I'm not mad at it. And then there's like a little bit of privacy in the cabin. I don't mind that. It's also that it's like easy to move. If you don't like it, if you download it, you can always just easily delete it. Like, it's not anything that's like necessary to have in the build. I also might get upset with it later and change it out. You never know. I think this is too much. I like the idea of it. I just don't like how it ends up looking. We'll get a fan to blow some air through here because it's obviously not air conditioned. And we have suitcases. Maybe that's their suitcases that they brought with them. We could put a fireplace. That might be too much. I think that might be too much. Oh, I like this clock. And then I do think a mini fridge is not a bad idea, just so that we have it. That way, I think we could make more stuff on the fire if we have a mini fridge. So we will definitely have a mini fridge in our cabin. And maybe we'll throw a blender on there. Why not? It's one of the new things from the pack, so we'll use a blender. And let's bring it. Let's have an imaginary friend. I haven't even like used these in game yet, but we will have an imaginary friend. Maybe someone left them behind last time that they were here. here. We'll put him there. He's cute. We'll put one of these lanterns over here. That way we have a little bit more light on this end of the cabin. And we do have these curtains, but those are just so big. I kind of want to use these ones. They are for like more of like a tent, but I like them, so we'll use them. The only thing is that you can't have them here. I think I may just get rid of that window. I think it's fine. I think it's fine to only have one window on this side of the room. So I'll have our curtains there. Let's have another rug that we can put out on the patio. That's cute. Then I also put out this little sign. So we'll have this here just because that's cute. Even if it's so small, such a small space, you can see everything. But like, you can imagine that you need a guide to make it through. And let's add a slide to our little playground space over here. That way the kids can play on a slide and the jungle gym, not the jungle gym, and the swings. There we go. I think we need a trash can. That might be the only thing that we're missing, which I'm just gonna grab one of these and I think we'll put it right there. We don't have a shower of any sort because we can't shower in this toilet, in the toilet stall. We can only use the bathroom. So we probably need to get this outdoor shower. So, and again, it's an outdoor shower, so I think there's no issue with privacy. So we'll put this by the outhouse. I think we'll do that. I don't love it, but it's fine. Just trying to make it functional. Okay. I think this is fully functional. I do feel like we need something over here though. A picnic table. I also love that art piece right there. That's so cute. But I think this is like all we need. Like, this is not lacking anything. Like, this has everything that is needed. Like, this is technically a fully functional build, I think. Okay, I think we're done. I think this is it. That was really quick. That only took me like a very short amount of time. This only took me 45 minutes, but I really like how it turned out. So when you enter your cabin, retreat, vacation, cabin, or home, if you want to live here, over this way, you can see our nice sign pointing in the direction that you need to go. We have our little campfire pit over here. Let me add a little bit of a JK. That looks really bad. Never mind. We're going to ignore that ever happened. We have a nice little fire pit cooking area. We have a nice little playground. Over here, we have a picnic table. We have archery. We have bugs, kayaks. And then we have our cabin, which has a nice patio where you can sit and relax. And we have our cabin, which can hold 4 Sims. It can hold 4 Sims, and then the bathroom over here on the side, because you don't need a lot of bathroom. And who needs a sink? You don't need a sink in this game. You can just take a shower to get clean, or you can go swim in the water and you'll get clean that way too. I think this turned out really cute. So if you enjoyed this build, be sure to like and subscribe, and tell me down below if you have been playing with Adventure Awaits and what your thoughts are on it. And let me know what pack you'd like to see used as a micro home next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.